Daycare is expensive, in some cases costing families more than college tuition. Not only are prices rising for parents, but daycare providers are feeling the pinch. Tamika, a Lorain County daycare owner, recently reached out to me, concerned about the future. We set up a time to talk on camera, and not only were there other providers from Lorain, it was a big enough issue that Javina, a provider from Cuyahoga County, and another named Justin, who has centers in Portage, Stark, and Mahoning counties, are also worried they may be forced to close within the year. What's the issue? They blame recent changes to publicly funded childcare in Ohio. Inside Jump at the Sun Learning in Lorain, the focus is on education. But after 13 years in business, Tamika Bonilla isn't sure how much longer she'll make it.
I don't know how I'm going to be able to pay my staff. I don't know how I'm going to be able to provide for the families.
She's not alone.
I'm going to have to cut staff, hours, and everything else.
Several Northeast Ohio providers came together in Lorain to voice their frustrations, like Javina Kennedy, whose daycare is on Cleveland's west side.
We don't know what we're going to make. It's a surprise. Surprise every week. And that's really difficult to budget off of.
I'm advocating for my business. I'm advocating for my community. I am not doing it because I have some karmic score to settle, but because I'm desperate.
Justin Evans runs centers in Stark, Portage, and Mahoning counties. He says about 70% of the families who receive care at his facilities are state funded. In the most recent state budget, changes were made to the number of hours a child needs to attend daycare to be considered either full-time, part-time, or hourly.
Since November 1st, when these changes took effect, my company has lost between $30,000 and $40,000 in those 2 months.
What would you say to someone who says it's just something you have to deal with, right? Balance the budget.
Oh, absolutely. There's ways that we can cut back, and it's not like we haven't tried to do that.
Here's an example of the issue for these providers. Certain students who were once considered full-time are now considered part-time. For these children, daycares provide the same hours of care, but for less money.
We do not invest in childcare above what we're federally required to invest.
Allie Smith is a senior project coordinator with Policy Matters Ohio, a nonpartisan research institute. She says daycares that accept these state vouchers get paid weeks after care is provided, not up front like most privately funded centers.
The state is consistently asking them to do more for less money. The math just does not math. The business model collapses very quickly, and those programs close, or those programs say, we don't take part-time kids.
Which means parents have to find another option. Recently, Republican State Representative Phil Plummer of Dayton introduced legislation in hopes of cracking down on daycare fraud and giving the state the power to prosecute. He tells me he's also received complaints from providers about the change to public pay. He believes that is an issue state lawmakers need to revisit.
We need a balance here, right? We understand we don't want to close down daycare centers, but we also don't want to be paying for services that aren't provided.
Show of hands, how many of you have reached out to your lawmakers about this? These daycare providers aren't giving up.
I'm just in prayer that everything will change. It will change for the good.
I've reached out to Ohio's Department of Children and Youth about why the change was put into the bill, but I have yet to get a response to that question. Ohio providers are also pushing to be paid based on enrollment instead of attendance, meaning they'd know up front what money they'd have coming in. That's been put on hold.
And Tiffany, we know you talked about it here. Childcare, it is one of the biggest costs that families face, and for many, it's simply out of reach. A new survey from LendingTree found here in Ohio, families need to earn more than $360,000 a year to comfortably afford childcare for 2 children. In Ohio, the average annual childcare cost for 2 kids is more than $25,000 a year. Nationwide, full-time center-based care for an infant and a 4-year-old averages out to about $28,000 a year. That is a lot.
It is, and a lot that parents are dealing with right now, as well as these daycare providers.
I'm interested to see when you follow through here kind of the reasoning behind why they made that change.
Yeah. Hopefully we find out.